Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on
Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his sixth season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Leading them out, the 26 overall pick from the 2020 draft, former Utah State Aggie, it's Jordan Love. Second down and 8. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. High throw, but the catch is made. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Following the interception, Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Completed out left to Dobbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, Love to pass. And this one is incomplete. The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing. Love. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the numbers for Waddle in last week's ball game. 5 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught again by Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
He'll buy some time right. That's brought in downfield by London. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, there's London. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Love. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To pass, here's Jordan Love, eluding the pressure right. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun. Love buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
On 3rd down, Love. A throw caught by Kumaro. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's more. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Mahomes again. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Devin Singletary, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Jimmy Garoppolo, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, 2 old rivals in the AFC West, the Raiders, the Chiefs from Arrowhead. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Love. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This pass is caught by London. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Love. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. James Cook with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was the rookie James Cook who took it in to finish the drive. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a run up the middle with Drake. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Rolling to his right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Mahomes firing complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A gain of 3, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and 7. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 7, Love flush to his right. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry here for the big tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Love with it. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Taysom Hill, 29 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. Well, they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.